Good morning, creators! Make sure all platforms are live. We are on air in 3, 2, 1. Bam. I have used the will to start a live video. There we go. See, the cool thing about this is we have every single live on every platform. So it uses the webcam for every single platform. So creators, are you ready to use the will? All right, we are on chapter 9, how to use the will. There's actually 2 chapters about the will in The Science of Getting Rich. If you haven't downloaded it yet, the original manifestor, law of attraction expert, Wallace Wattles, free PDF right there in the comments. If you can't find it in the comments, it's in the units in the Facebook page, or you can Google it, PDF for free. So how to use the will, guys, this is key right here. Willpower. I want you to comment what you do to keep willpower going. For me, I need pit stops throughout the day, so I need to take breaks every hour and a half so I can go for a walk, kick the soccer ball around, do something active to get my body going. We are literally a human battery, and to move that battery, we need to move our bodies. We need to keep that energized. We're like a rechargeable battery, and to recharge the battery, we've got to move the body. So how to use the will, you can download the free PDF right there in the comments. We are on chapter 9, how to use the will, the original manifestor, Wallace Wattles, law of attraction expert. So guys, the first part of this chapter, he talks about how to get rich in a scientific way. And in a scientific way, you don't have to use your will against anything else except for yourself. This is ourself. See, I have green hair now. So guys, who has tried to use the will or told somebody that this is how you do it, you have to do it this way, this is the only way to do it? I'm guilty of it. Say yes in the comments if you're guilty of trying to get people to do something that you thought was for their own good, right? That you thought was for their own good. Everybody should have a comment in there saying yes, because if you don't, you're probably lying. Everybody has been guilty of trying to convince someone or do something because we thought that it was for their own good. The thing is, with the will, we only have to apply willpower to ourselves. We don't have to shoot it out into space. We don't have to do it so forcibly, right? We just have to maintain the vision on ourselves, and we have to diligently work towards it every single day, right? Does that make sense? So the will, we don't have to beg for it because substance is friendly. That's why he's got a thumbs up here. Substance, intelligent substance, wants to give it to us more than we're ready to receive it. That's exactly what he says in this book. He says that intelligent substance is more friendly than we know. It's ready to give it to us. We just have to be ready to receive it. Comment yes if you're ready to receive it. I'm ready to receive it. We have to act as if we're already receiving it right now. We have to live in that. That was a chapter yesterday. Living as if we have it right now. That is the key. It's the feeling, the emotion of already having it. So we don't have to beg for it because intelligent substance already wants to give it to us. We don't have to spend an hour in meditation. We don't have to spend 2 hours locked in a closet, praying for it. Intelligent substance is going to give it to us if we diligently work towards it and hold our mind on the vision of exactly what we want. Last chapter yesterday, we talked about thinking in a certain way. Thinking in a certain way is getting so specific about what you want. You can't send off a message that's a text message that says global global glogen. Your friend is not going to know at all what you're saying, right? You have to be so specific about what you want. It's not enough to say that travel and money, that's not enough. Everybody wants to travel and wants more money. You have to get specific. I'm moving to Phoenix, Arizona, North Phoenix, Arizona in a month. North Phoenix, Arizona in a month. I have the exact day that I'm going. You got to be so specific about what you want. That's thinking in a certain way, and you have to hold the will only to yourself. Only to yourself, you guys. You do not have to push it on anyone else. This doesn't work, right? How many people have tried to force your will upon someone because you thought that it was for their best interest? I'm guilty of it. Type yes in the comments if you're guilty of doing that. And also in the comments, I want you to say what you do to increase your willpower throughout the day. Do you go to the gym? What do you do throughout the day? Do you get a coffee? All those things are good, but what do you do throughout the day? I like to do pit stops throughout the day. Intelligent substance wants to give it to us. It's more ready to give it to us than we are to receive it. We do not have to beg for it. We just have to diligently work. And the next part of it is thinking about poor, thinking about being poor. So with the will, we do not have to give to the poor. I know this sounds like, oh my God, Andrew, like I'm heartless. In this book, he talks about filling your mind with images of poor, filling your mind with images of really bad things. And if Wallace would have saw social media today, he'd be like, what? Get off of social media. What are you even doing on there? It's nothing but just everything bad as we keep scrolling. If we keep filling our mind with that, our conscious is wide open to things like that, right? Our conscious is wide open to what's bad in the world. We cannot focus on what's going on like that. We have to focus on the good. The more we fill our mind with what's bad and what's poor and what's not going right, the more we're going to attract that, because that's what's filling our mind with it. Does that make sense? Comment in there yes if that makes sense. Comment yes, Andrew. Yes, Andrew, I have the will to do it. So guys, also in this book, he talks about giving to the poor. Those kinds of things, giving to the poor and giving charitable donations, he talks about how it just perpetuates, am I saying the word right? Perpetuates the thing that it's going to eradicate. So just like in medicine, how we try to cure diseases, we have to do things that are going to benefit the humanity. It's not like we have to like go and fight against the cure, right? Fight against breast cancer. We have to work with trying to find the cure. Fighting it just perpetuates it. Whatever we resist persists. So we have all these breast cancer things out there, and I have family members that have had breast cancer. So I'm very in it. But fighting against breast cancer and all those types of things does not cure breast cancer or any type of cancer. Fighting against anything isn't going to cure it. We have to work with finding the cure. We have to. Does that make sense? It does. So when we give to the poor, or when we give them, say, a loaf of bread or something like that, it just entertains the poor for a few minutes to make their mind forget that they're poor. So what we have to do, we have to inspire the poor and inspire people who are struggling so that they can break the chains of poverty themselves. And the best way to do this is to get rich. It sounds so egotistical. The best way to do it is to get rich so that you can overflow and you can show the poor struggling people that they can do it too. So if you came from rags and you come to riches, you can show people that it is possible, right? So our job is not to give to the poor, it's to inspire the poor. I had this idea that I was going to actually wrap up this in a backpack and give them sandwiches and things like that, and then this book right here to inspire the poor. Do you guys think that's a good idea? Would that be a good thing for this group to do? Type yes if that's a good thing for this group to do, because this is an inspiration right here. This is inspiration that's going to do it. So guys, we need to only apply the will to ourselves on a day-to-day basis. We have to make sure that that's the only person that it's affecting. We have to hold the exact vision of what it is that we want. We have to spell it out, literally written in a notebook about what we want. I got it written in a notebook. Every day we have to read that statement and emotionalize like it's happening. That's what the will is. That's exactly what the will is and what it does. Intelligent substance wants to give it to us. It's more willing to give it to us than we are ready to receive it. We don't have to go in the closet. We don't have to pray about it. It's ready to give it to us. We have to just diligently work and hold the vision of what we want. We don't have to apply it to anyone else, and we don't have to give to the poor. We have to inspire the poor and the people who don't have that inspiration. So, guys, the next chapter. This is a chapter how to use the will. The next chapter is further use of the will. So I'm super excited to talk about furthering the use of the will. You guys, you have the willpower to continue on and have an amazing day today. We'll see you on the next one.